Good morning. Yesterday we started building the chicken coop out of some of the trash that I found in the woods that somebody else had left. Well, the good news is I got most of the frame up and I ended up going to Lowe's to buy some other stuff to finish it. But let's check it out. So this is what I have so far. Here's my work area. So I found old play sets in the woods that was left by the people that owned the house before us, and there was a lot of good wood that I could use. So I ended up using some of these ties that I found to strengthen the frame structure, as well as the 4x4s and the 2x6s that I found as well. So this is what it looks like underneath. So the chickens, this will be part of my run, so the chickens can get away from the heat during the summer and during the rain on the wet weather. So what I had found was these tongue and groove decking boards that ended up drying out nicely overnight. It's super cold, so you can see the frost that had built up overnight. But, and this part right here was the old part of the play set that was. So yesterday I ended up buying some studs, and I had some OSB that was left in the shed as well that I'm started on the roof. So far so good. So this will be the front of it, and then my run area. That I still have a lot of overhauling to do. And then this side is where I'll put my nesting box and door. And then the other side, where the 2x4 is horizontally, that you see here, will be where I put my door to clean out the chicken coop. But this is what I have so far, and hopefully here in a few hours I'll be able to give a nice update on how I'm doing. Good morning. It's been a while since I've updated this chicken coop video, but I've got a little bit done since the last time that I talked to you, so let's check it out. Since the last time, I just had the frame and thing up. So this is what I've got so far, using recycled wood that I found in the woods that was left over from the people who owned the property before us. I did my run. Eventually I'll upgrade new 2x4s across to help keep up everything, but again, kind of on a budget with this one. I've got chickens coming in this week to start in the brooder, so that'll be nice. But I've got a good run set up, and currently I am working on getting all the chicken wire dug to where predators won't be. I'm also adding electric fencing. So over here I actually have an electric fence. I've got 3 peach trees and 5 apple trees over here. They're kind of small, but to keep the bucks from rubbing up on them, I ended up getting this from Tractor Supply. It is an American Farm Works electric fence. It works fairly well and up at the ground, but it's kept my trees nice and safe during deer season, so I ended up moving this over to the chicken coop and to try to keep the predators and things out. And there's my kitty cat, Haggard. We got him from the shelter, and hey bud, and he loves the camera. But anyway, this is what I have so far. This is what I've got. I buried the line. I secured it with these big staples, and again, I'm doing all this on a budget, the safest, best way possible. The only reason I don't have hardware clocks is it's super expensive to put all the way around and run this size. So that's why I have the electric to actually be the predator proof, and then the top for hawks. All right, welcome back. Well, I finally got to the point where I'm almost done with my chicken coop. So here's what I have a few more things to still do to make it look pretty. Paint it, add a few boards here and there, add some chicken wire to this thing for my door. But I ended up doing my electric with these posts, plastic posts from Tractor Supply. It's like $1.87 a piece. And then I already had this electric fencing wire, and it goes all the way around the run. So overall, not too bad for on a budget. Once I finish the chicken coop inside, I will post another video with how I did the inside and how everything worked out as far as that goes. Because this week, I'll end up getting the chickens, the hens, and I'll start brooding them and growing them and starting. But for the outside portion, like this side, I ended up will open up into my nesting boxes. Easy to get into. And I buried chicken wire just like that, just in case something does decide to dig. But just to keep the predators, that extra layer of predator protection, the electric fence is definitely for that, because raccoons and things will tear through chicken wire if they really want to get the chickens. So that's all I have on my chicken coop building experience. It was a pretty good experience, and for the first time I ever built a chicken coop. It's not perfect, but it'll work. I'm excited that I'll be able to have the electric around it to protect it from predators, and I'll do another video on how to actually brood chicks, and this is my first time ever doing it, so I'm glad you guys are along on the journey with me. But don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you back next time.